and welcome to EdYou Pulse, your weekly roundup of events, developments, and conversations in the education sector. I'm Caroline Samuel, and on this week's episode of EdYou Pulse, we discuss the expansion of the University of Guyana's engineering programs to Regions 2 and 6, bringing civil and mechanical engineering training closer to students in Essequibo and Berbice. We also celebrate International Women's Day, spotlighting the Her Venture app and how it supports women in business through education. Plus, a special musical tribute honoring the strength and impact of women in our classrooms, communities, and beyond. All that on this episode of EdYou Pulse. Stay with us. The Ministry of Education has achieved a historic milestone by decentralizing the University of Guyana's engineering programs to Regions 2 and 6, a strategic move designed to support our country's ongoing infrastructure boom. By launching the civil and mechanical engineering programs at the Essequibo Technical Institute and the John Science Center in Berbice, the ministry is proactively closing the skills gap by further improving access to tertiary education. This decentralization allows students to remain with their families in their communities, avoiding the high cost of rent and food in Georgetown and its surrounding areas. Let's hear now from some of the students now attending the John Science Center in Berbice.
My name is Alexandra Ramsami. I live at Alban Front in Region 6. I am a mechanical engineering student at the University of Guyana. What I think about the Faculty of Engineering being at the Berbice campus is that it's a really good idea and really good to the students, because most of us from Region 6 either traveled every day for classes, or some of my colleagues lived in dorms or rented apartments, which was really expensive for us and our parents. So having the courses available at the Berbice campus for students in Region 6 is really good. And that way, the region could have more engineers that are from the region and not from other regions. Well, after I finish my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, I would like to do my master's. I am thinking of studying renewable energy engineering. But as I go through my course and see which part of mechanical engineering I'm more attracted to or more drawn to, then I will see what I'll do. And also, by the time I'm finished with my bachelor's, I will have to see what is needed in the job market to decide on what I will be doing. I think I did lab. One of my courses required lab last semester, and the labs I saw here, doesn't really have anything that we used last semester. So I'm hoping that, as the dean said, there will be more equipment and new things, because I have to only do physics this semester to use the labs downstairs. Yeah. Thank you very much to the Honorable President for such initiative of making the courses available in Region 6 for the students. It saved our parents a lot of money for us to travel and so on. So, yes.
Well, my name is Malachi Benjamin. I'm currently studying mechanical engineering at University of Guyana, Turkine branch. I'm a year 1 student, and yeah, that's it. The launch of today's facility, from what I've heard, it's a near historic moment because it was supposed to be in the works. So I'm thankful that it has been completed and that we're able to have more access to the university facilities as Berbicians, because it's a common issue where you have to travel every week. So I'm thankful that we're able to have more access to it. So my first year, it's been a learning experience because I'm mostly used to being within Berbice. I've lived here most of my life. So traveling has been a new experience for me, and it has been stressful in most times, but currently when I hear that we're able to attend the same classes in Berbice, I'm just thankful that we're able to mitigate most of that stress from our parents or from yourself mainly. What I will say is that it's a good thing to take the first step. It's a good thing to be able to do what you want to do, because you might not think it's worth it to do UG first, sometimes to do CAPE. What I will say is that you'll be able to experience more when you start doing at UG. So that's mainly what I'll say. That's mainly the advice I'd give. The orientation, I'd say, was a great success. I was able to comprehend with everybody, and I was amazed to see Honorable Minister Sonia Parag.
Hi, my name is Jelani Fraser, third year student from the University of Ghana Turkan campus. I'm from Chesney, of the quarantine here. Well, this third year, since I've been employed with Ministry of Public Works, it's been a bit simpler as it pertains to getting to and from classes, because the ministry does provide some semblance of lenience as it pertains to your studies. But the first and second year, pressure. So when I started, the university wasn't free as yet. So you had to go to the student loan office, you had to get a loan because this was me pursuing my studies of my own fruition. I didn't include, well, go and say, well, mommy, I want to study. Because mommy has her own set of problems. Mommy got bills to pay, children to look after. So I went and I looked after myself as it pertains to the loan process. I started my fourth year and I had to seek employment as a laborer for that fourth year because that was the only occupation that allowed me the time off to travel to town. I believe it was 3 days a week at that point in time. This is between classes, labs, midterms, exams, the whole lot. I believe it's a good initiative for the younger folks that are coming through. I spoke with the Dean of the Faculty, Dr. Dalrymple. He spoke with the President and we came up with a number that we need to be pumping out about 400 engineers per year to meet the growing demand of the economy. So the fact that it's in Borvis now, well, the number is going to climb eventually because it's not a lot of them here right now. But now we have access to the Borvis campus to say you can study both civil and mechanical engineering. So it's a good initiative, it's a good start. I don't know if you guys recall, I asked a question in there, a little pet peeve along with a question, whereas the medicine people got in the state-of-the-art upgrade. We need the medicine people, but not the engineers. But we are coming. Currently, I'm a third year student, engineering technician for the Ministry of Public Works. I see myself becoming a full-time engineer upon graduation for the Ministry of Public Works. May not be in Region 6, depending on availability, but I do see myself adding to the growth of this sector. I also inquired about coming back to lecture, but apparently you need a master's degree to lecture. But they did say that I could come back and tutor, teach the tutorial classes and so on. As it pertains to getting in the field, well, qualifying to enter the field is one thing. Entering the field of study is one thing, but it's another thing to maintain your, let's say your grades, for example. You got to keep your head on because fourth year, you're just kind of shaking into place. You're kind of getting accustomed to what's going on. But second to fourth year is where, like we said, the licks the star share, where a lot of people just buckle and so on. So in those times, you take life one day at a time and you complete your studies in a timely manner. And you add to the development as well. Well, with the East Coast traffic, it used to be 4 hours to and from, but with the East Coast traffic, it's about 3 hours to and from, depending on what time you leave and so on. So now that it's here, you don't lose 6 hours a day just traveling.
My name is Akela Monroe, and I am from Onlis Village, Region 6, and I am studying civil engineering at the University of Ghana Turkan campus. I feel very excited, and I feel like it was about time that, it came. I feel very excited about it. It has been very tiring, as it would be, because sometimes when you reach a class because of the traveling, you're tired. And although many persons see it as just sitting down in a car, mentally it was very exhausting because it was long hours and waking up early, like 4 in the morning to get to 9 a.m. classes. And then sometimes the classes would cancel when you took so long to get there. And it was tough, tiring. I feel like it's a new chapter for everyone. And I feel like the facility is okay and you just have to make the best with what we have. Studying engineering is not easy, but with the campus being here, it made it easier to actually study because you won't have to travel so long. You won't have to think of all the money you're spending. Many persons say when you're coming into the engineering field, think of the money. So that's what I'm going to tell you. Think of the money while you're studying. Let that be your motivation.
We're celebrating Women's Day, and the theme for this year is Gift to Gain, encouraging mutual support and collaboration among women. Now, you might have heard about the app Her Venture. The app was launched in Guyana a few years ago, and it provides business education to empower women. Now, to tell us more about the app is Chief Projects Officer Amrita Narain. Amrita, welcome to EdYou Pulse.
Thank you so much, Caroline, for having me. It's such a pleasure.
Awesome. Now tell us about the app for those who might be watching who have not heard about Her Venture. What is the Her Venture app?
We've introduced Her Venture in 2021, and since then, we've reached 1 in 15 women across Guyana. It is such an amazing achievement for us because we believe that when we empower women with digital skills, that is the very foundation for them to be able to be more independent in running their businesses and at the same time promote knowledge sharing among other women entrepreneurs. It's especially important for us now more than ever, where technology is becoming more prevalent, that we have an event that celebrates women entrepreneurs. And that's exactly why, stemming from the Her Venture app, we decided to create a more advanced platform, which is the Her Venture Summit and Expo.
Great. Now, what does the expo entail?
The expo is everything a woman entrepreneur needs to succeed. That means a place where they can match with ecosystem builders, financiers, meet other women entrepreneurs who have been in the space before. It's an opportunity to learn and also to put the skills that they've earned in practice, not just from the Her Venture app, but from the trainings that they've been equipped with through those ecosystem builders. We found that women are best empowered when they're placed in rooms that support their growth. We also understand that women entrepreneurs function best when they're not just put in a position where they are able to share knowledge based on business itself, but when we equip them with exactly the tools that they need to function is when they promote sustainable livelihoods, they take care of families, and consider the indirect benefits of supporting a woman.
Great. Now, outside of the summit itself that was held on Women's Day, what are some of the other initiatives that are attached to the Her Venture app?
Attached to the Her Venture app are a number of training programs that our organizer, Action Invest Caribbean Inc., offers in collaboration with the Shariebler Foundation for Women. The Shariebler Foundation for Women is also fundamentally supported by the ExxonMobil Foundation, which has enabled us to benefit over 700 women entrepreneurs since introducing these training programs. Those training programs include Road to Growth, Road to Finance, and Road to Leadership. Women who have graduated from the Bankability Fund for Women, which aims to promote access to financing, building bankable businesses, because we understand that women entrepreneurs face issues that not just have to do with market entry, but also compliance. The information out there may be very bureaucratic. There may be some red tape around it. We want to democratize access to finance.
Great. Now tell us more about the app itself. It's Women's Day, and of course, education is one of the easiest ways to empower women. So tell us about what are some of the things that we can learn using the Her Venture app.
The Her Venture app is bite-sized. You can learn on the go in your own time, flexible for learning. We encourage women to use the app because when they download that app, there are so many learning tracks that teach you everything you need to know from e-commerce, promoting your platform digitally. There's a directory as well, which once you download the app and you populate your information, others can better easily find you. Most importantly, and proudly, one of the sponsors of the summit is also Mobile Money Guyana, and they have an independent learning track on Her Venture as well, which aims to promote financial technology for women-owned businesses, and also the wider benefit of moving towards a cashless society.
Great. Now, we've established that the Her Venture app is for women, but can we talk some more about that? Who is the app really for? Is it only for mothers? Is it only for women who have graduated from high school or university? Who really is the app for?
We believe that when we democratize access to education as well, is when we derive the benefit for women entrepreneurs in terms of making sure that they have foothold in any industry they wish to. This means that potential clients, customers, suppliers can be easily found on the app. So when we encourage women to download the app, what we find is that they come from all walks of life. They tell us intricate stories that come from an emotional place as well. Oh, I've always wanted to learn more and to be able to have something that's accessible just for me so that I have something to show my daughter, my granddaughter. I've never had the opportunity to go to school. This is the perfect opportunity for me to learn something in the simplest language and to be able to access whenever is the right time for me. So if any woman looking at this video right now thinks that it is so difficult to go back to school, to be able to find the right program for them because maybe they didn't have that prior knowledge, this is an opportunity to get a certificate as well once you've completed her venture. This is everything you need to know just in the palm of your hand. So downloading the app is not just a platform for you to grow your business. It's an opportunity for you to share the knowledge and to share the work that you have been doing. And all of that information captured within that one platform is all you need to grow a business. Let yourself be seen and be open to that knowledge.
Now, where can we find the app?
The app is very easy to download. All you need is a functional mobile device and head on over to your Play Store. That can also be on iOS, and you search for Her Venture Guyana. It's very accessible, and I'd encourage any woman, in no matter what stage of life that you are, you have an idea, you're in your startup phase, you're looking for some sort of series funding, it's open to everyone.
Great. Now, before we go on, Rita, the theme for this year's International Women's Day observance is Give to Gain. What are your thoughts on the theme for this year?
Give to Gain aligns perfectly with our theme for the Her Venture Summit and Expo happening this Sunday, March 8th from 1 p.m. as well. And that is her power in motion. We believe that when women come together in this one space is where they have the opportunity to really support one another. And we've also found that time and time again, a woman's place is not just in business. It is where they see themselves best suited to contribute based on the value that they've created for themselves and for others. And Give to Gain, when I think about it, I immediately think of the fact that women put so much effort into aligning their family values and their ethics with business. And that's exactly what business is all about too. Business has always been an emotional journey. When women come together with the idea that they can lend something and they know that it has a positive return on their communities and themselves, that is what keeps them going. So I think this year's theme is just as powerful as what we've set out to do for the summit.
Great. Well, Amrita, thank you so much for joining us here on EdYou Pulse. Now, for any woman who's watching, where can she find more information about some of the events, the workshops that Her Venture will be hosting in the future?
To find more information about the programs that we will be hosting in future, you can check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for Her Venture Guyana. And to learn more about our programs, you can also check out our website at actioninvest.org and also follow us on all social media platforms.
Great. Again, Amrita, thank you so much for joining us, and happy Women's Day.
Thank you. Happy Women's Day, Caroline.
As we celebrate International Women's Day, we take a moment to honor the strength, resilience, and brilliance of women everywhere, in our classrooms, our offices, businesses, and our homes. Women continue to shape our communities, drive innovation, and change lives. Now, this next song is a special tribute to the women who inspire us every single day.
It's Women's Day, a time to celebrate all the mothers and the daughters. Don't hesitate. With love in my heart, yeah, we celebrate. You're the queen of the day, you're the queen of the day. Hey, Women's Day, a time to celebrate all the mothers and the daughters. Don't hesitate. Yeah, we love in my heart, yeah, we celebrate. You're the queen of the day, you're the queen of the day. Oh, she's a lioness, and she's a fire, burning bright. Woman lifting higher, strong like the waves of the ocean tide. Woman arise, I say woman shine. From region 1 to 10, she holds Guyana in her hands. Through struggles and pain, still standing strong. You're a queen in GT, you conquer all. It's Women's Day, a time to celebrate all the mothers and the daughters. Don't hesitate. With love in my heart, yeah, we celebrate. You're the queen of the day, you're the queen of the day. Women's Day, a time to celebrate all the mothers and the daughters. Don't hesitate. Yeah, we love in my heart, yeah, we celebrate. You're the queen of the day, you're the queen of the day.
She's a queen, she's a boss, she's a real go-getter. Strength in her soul, nobody do it better. Smile like the sun, heart warm like Guyana. Every step she take, man, she's like a savior.
It's Women's Day, a time to celebrate all the mothers and the daughters. Don't hesitate. With love in my heart, yeah, we celebrate. You're the queen of the day, you're the queen of the day. Women's Day, a time to celebrate all the mothers and the daughters. Don't hesitate. Yeah, we love in my heart, yeah, we celebrate. You're the queen of the day, you're the queen of the day.
Women's rights are non-negotiable.
Justice must be real, not promised.
Support her. Empower her.
Equity starts in education.
Actions need funding.
No girl left behind.
Educate a girl, transform a nation.
When women lead, we all rise.
Literacy is power.
Skills create independence.
Professionalism protects progress.
Rights. Justice.
Action.
For all women and girls. Here's a recap of this week's stories. We learned about the expansion of the University of Guyana's engineering programs to Regions 2 and 6, bringing greater access to tertiary education and supporting Guyana's growing infrastructure needs. We highlighted International Women's Day under the theme Give to Gain and explored the impact of the Her Venture app in empowering women through business education. And we celebrated the invaluable contributions of women across communities. And that's all for this week's episode of EdYou Pulse. Thank you for joining us and do tune in again next week. Once again, happy Women's Day.